Hello everyone, we are Group 6 and I'm the group leader Aram, together with my fellow group mates Justin, JM, Chloe, Jacob, and Maxine. And today we're going to talk about a problem on e-commerce, specifically on the app Lazada. Over time, technology has gradually become an integral part of our daily lives and culture. Many tasks can now be conveniently accomplished online with just a few taps and clicks. This includes engaging in e-commerce activities where various products are bought and sold on different online platforms.
What is e-commerce? E-commerce refers to commercial transaction conducted electronically to the internet. Amidst the COVID-19 pandemic, online shopping has surged in popularity. This presentation will delve into the online shopping aspect of e-commerce. Platforms like Lazada have experienced significant growth, offering convenience and accessibility to consumers. Online shopping provides a means for people to acquire daily necessities and maintain contingency during uncertain times. Even after the pandemic, online shopping platforms remain highly frequented by consumers. According to Statista, Lazada records approximately 36.5 million monthly visits. The platforms continue to provide satisfactory service to a vast user base. Web platforms offer satisfactory service when the users express dissatisfaction with the overall interface and layout. User experience plays a crucial role in retaining customers and enhancing brand loyalty. Here are some examples of their reviews. Addressing interface and layout concerns presents opportunities for platform improvement and enhance their satisfaction.
So what is the problem? Lazada's cluttered UI and mapping may be confusing or overwhelming to new users. The overall UI that Lazada currently has pertains to an intrusive-like appearance due to the nature of the application method of displaying its product as well as the separation of different categories. Lazada's user interface or UI is criticized for being cluttered and confusing, especially for new users. The layout appears intrusive with products displayed in a manner that can be overwhelming. The mapping and categorization contribute to this issue as the separation of different product categories may not be intuitive, making navigation challenging for users. This can result in a less than optimal users experience, impacting the overall usability of the application. So there are other problems such as number 1, lack of UI personalization or customization. Number 2, inconsistent and uninformative logistic UI. Number 3, overcrowding of product information. Number 4, absence of options in terms of number of products displayed per page as well as cell size per product.
So, for the solution, well, we would create an alternative version of the website to cater to new users and another version for bulk retailers and buyers. So, basically, this will allow users to have options that would cater their own preferences without negating the classic look of the application. Basically, we're giving them an option to either choose this professional looking one where bulk buying is the goal, and then one that is catered for new users, which will be less intrusive in terms of ads and overall text. So, for the first one is the alternate version 1, the newcomer edition, where the website will utilize a tutorial-like UI with assisted pop-up messages that are simple and not invasive to the user screen. Basically, the website will utilize a small flavor text or type of flavor text once they enter or experience a new part of the application. Overall, it will have simpler selection of products, better filtering of different types, and they will have more of a limited use or limited function than the normal one to negate any problems experienced as well as giving them options to ask for assistance either with call or with chat with a human operator. Basically, they can have a guide as they use the application moving forward. So, to summarize, the features will include basically again added pop-up description to product to reduce clutter, simpler product filter with floating header to access options as the user scrolls, enlarge images and clear pricing with proper discount and sales identifier. Basically, a small floating icon that would pop up as they hover their cursor on the product towards the product. And now they will see the prices, the different discount, other products with the same type or same product with different price. And lastly, better and less intrusive placements, meaning the ads are either going to be only at the top or only at below of the page itself. And another one is live price comparison. Again, so I mentioned when you hover the cursor on the product, you would see these types of information as well as what other products would have a better price or a higher price but better reviews. And lastly, we want to make the UI for the tracking, the logistics side, better by having a live tracking, meaning you will see in real time where your product is or where your product is going to be, as well as who is delivering the batch of the products. And for the sample view of the prototype, as you can see on the first image on the left, it basically shows bigger images and then lesser text showing this would be on sale or this would be here, this type of product, and then the assisted UI, floating UI, which you can press anytime to get a human operator to assist you. And the middle one is the new logistics side, where there's a map that could be seen where your object is being tracked, as the packages will have integrated technology that would allow it to be tracked real time. And again, we won't change much with the information being displayed as it is useful, but we will limit it and enlarge the only information that really matters. And lastly, the new receive or order details, which have a more friendly tune, or at least non-intrusive enough that it won't have a huge wall of text. Only important information and text shall be highlighted and be put in boldface. And next, we're going to the Alter version 2 or the Pro edition. Basically, this will utilize minimalist approach and cell type layout, meaning it's more of a Excel type spreadsheet of list of items, meaning that you have to click a link or click the product name to see an image as well as other details. So this is more of a quick glance or at least a quick type view for those who are bulk buying different products. So basically, the goal here is to create a system or a system with UI that would have less but more, meaning less design or less functionality, not functionality, less processes and more details, information from the manufacturer, from the product type to the amount displays. But this Pro edition is more of a beta testing because of the complications of having bulk buying, since this is more on the corporate side or business side. So what we would be planning for this is simpler design, again with cell type, drop down menus to show different products or different categories, and then limited view. As I've mentioned before, we will not be including pictures on hand, so we have the efficiency part. You have to click the product name or the product ID before you can see extra details. It will break down and slide down from the main cell type itself. Again, data sheet type of checkout for bulk item, so you can only see, for example, product name, manufacturer, date, quantity, and price, to which you can add or display or at least call or message in a faster way instead of going to multiple tabs. Just to clarify, this would be all in one page or at least one spreadsheet type. And then live status of order, meaning it would be more of a blinking text that says in delivery or in progress, and once you click it again, it will collapse down and you will see more details. So the overall goal for the Pro edition is literally time saving and efficiency. And for the sample view here, we have a work in progress. This is not our final UI design. This is basically the gist, or at least the form that it would take, the structure. So as you can see, search for item. If you click that, that would be a hold down to which you could select which type of items you have, and then it will show you the category, the name, and the item, and then the price and the quantity. And once it's tuned out, we would add basically the manufacturer, the supplier name, the contact number, as well as the actual ID license for the product being bought and the product being sold. And moving on, here we have more. These ones are just for school needs. Again, basically same design all throughout. Not not to be confused that being lazy, but more of for efficiency purposes. Because you want a version where it would not use a lot of resources from different devices, and more on looking at an item, searching for it, and then confirming it yourself if you want to buy it. And another one, and then the last one for our prototype. And that's it for our solution to the problem, which is basically creating multiple versions of the application so the users have a way to optimize or at least customize their experience with Lazada's UI.
In conclusion, with the redesign of the application UI, we expect that more users would opt in using the service regardless of what level of expertise one has. The change includes the desire to open the website to the business and professional side of trading. We expect that the site's performance will also improve due to the availability of different versions, which could lessen the overall load that the user may experience both user-wise and device-wise. This reduction of elements and improvement flow would not only bring in more users, but would also retain all users who could also opt for the old version of the application. So basically, what was said in this presentation is that being able to accomplish a successful development of this application will fascinate the users, knowing that this new version of this application is more accessible and easier to use. Lastly, the overall purpose of this adjustment in UI is aimed for the optimization of Lazada's UI to accommodate a wider range of users and visitors, as well as set an example of what a user-friendly application is in terms of interface, optimization, and performance.
And that is the end of our discussion. Thank you for your time and attention, and I hope you learned something from it today. And we are Group 6 signing out.